Trillions of dollars of funny money are being created by the Fed, and for a lot of people, everything seems good. Dev Casey thinks that we are well into the Greater Depression. A lot of people believe we are in a recovery now. We are just in the eye of the hurricane and will soon be moving into the other side of the storm. Cassie warns listeners that the US government is acting the way the Argentine government has and fears that it will lead to a diminished standard of living and violence in the streets as thousands of Americans are under real financial pressure. Robert Kiyosaki and Doug Casey discussed America's economic outlook following the Fed's printing spree over the last several years. Casey said that in 1971, Nixon took us off the gold standard and the economy boomed because they could print trillions of dollars that were fake. So many people are looking to get a second cry someplace out of the US because they can see a storm is brewing on the horizon here in the US. Uruguay is going through a relatively mellow period at the moment. In fact, there are many thousands of middle class and wealthier Argentines that are moving across the Plate River to Uruguay right now because the government in Argentina is criminally insane. As per Casey, the US government is acting exactly the way the Argentine government has been acting for many years, and the results are gonna be the same. A greatly diminished standard of living with the average American, and probably a lot of violence in the streets because a lot of people are under real financial pressure. For instance, one of the most disturbing things is the fact that there are still several million Americans living in apartments that are in forbearance, where their rent is being accumulated and they are not having to pay rent, and there are a couple of million mortgage holders or mortgages that are not having to pay on their mortgage. The stock market is in a hyper bubble. It's crazier than it was in the 2000s and around there because now much more of the public is involved into it, so it's gonna revert to the mean. Cassie adds up that the bond market is a hyper bubble. If interest rates just go back to historic average levels, the bottom market will fall in half. That's a disaster because most pension funds are mainly invested in bonds. And of course, real estate floats on a bubble of borrowed money. And when interest rates go back, large mortgage 2.5%, 30 years fixed. So mortgages go back up to the 6% area, which is kind of like a normal thing over the last 50 years. It can smash the real estate market. Plus, of course, local governments are in a lot of trouble. Don't raise real estate taxes. That's where the rich people are. The biggest fattest cow is real estate taxes. And you can't avoid paying because if you don't pay them, they take your house. You find out who really owns your house. They are setting it up. So all these people come into real estate and they'll raise the taxes. Then you got them. They won't run. There's a time to buy and a time to sell, and something is very interesting there. A lot of people don't think about this. There's something new developing, and that is a falling world population. All over the world, the population is falling, with the exception of sub-Saharan Africa. Giving you an idea, by the end of the century, there are reasonable projections that the population of China will have fallen from 1.4 billion back to an incredible 600 million. What it was before Mao came on. So what's gonna happen to all those buildings and all that infrastructure? It was built for a billion extra people. The same thing that's going to happen in the US unless the US is overwhelmed by migration, which is likely to happen. Russia has got a serious demographic population decline. In addition to the fact that everybody is drunk, Russia can be described as a gasoline station with an attached gun store in the middle of a wheat field. Russia is a non-threat and it's crazy provoking them. China is a different story. In the long run, China is going to break up into at least a dozen different countries. Look what happened in the Soviet Union, breaking up into 15 republics. There are many of those republics themselves should break up ethnically. Yugoslavia broke up into 6. Czechoslovakia broke into 2. There are secession movements active in Spain. But Scotland is going to split off from Britain with a little bit of luck. This is a worldwide trend and it's gonna happen in China too. The Chinese don't just speak Mandarin. They have different cultures. There are antagonism toward Beijing. China could break up, but that is in the long run. In the short run, the next 20 years belong to China. The Africans have got to worry about their homeland being taken over by hundreds of millions of Chinese. That's actually possible. That's the bad news for the Africans. But the good news is that hundreds of billions of Africans are going to move to Europe. That's bad news for the Europeans. So there's going to be a lot of demographic chaos in the world. Chile, when Allende took over, he was an avowed and strident Marxist. Then he was assisted in shedding this mortal coil by Pinochet, and that was in 1973. And subsequently, for the next 30 years, Chile bloomed. It was a backward little mining province. It was a nothing, nowhere place. Now Chile is the most advanced country by far in Latin America. So what are the Chileans do? They elect a communist in the last election. This is the way it always works. The problem is that the US is slipping away right beneath our feet. America was a totally unique and excellent place. But now America is just an idea. And we are devolving into just another socialist state like 200 others in the world. It's a real pity. The young guys are finally understanding that the dollar is worth zero. The younger generation with information at their fingertips, they are finally catching on. Your main risk today is political. It's political risk. Your financial risk, your economic risk are huge. Greater than that, though, is political risk. Even the people that have passports don't understand that it's the property of the US government and it can be taken away from you for a lot of reasons. So guys, here is the end of this fascinating information. I would like to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you like this video or not? And if you want more such fascinating videos, then please like this video, share it in your financial groups. I'll catch you in my next amazing video. Till then, subscribe to our channel. Bye bye.